Hello, I'm Mario and welcome to another video. Today's question is whether or not my Chevy Colorado can charge my e-bike. So when I'm out camping and I don't have any electrical hookups, then I need something to provide AC current to this power converter, or sometimes they're called wall warts, I guess, but this one's rather large. The specifications on it, I believe it has an output of 36 volts. So the input is regular 110 household current, and it says it needs 2.2 amps to output 4 amps DC at 36 volts. Okay, so technical jargon aside, how am I going to get household current, some alternating current input into here? This end plugs into the bicycle. Well, I do have a 2000 watt power inverter, so it's a Harbor Freight one. I think Jupiter, I think, is the one. So that's a modified sine wave power inverter. And yeah, I've never tried this before. So let's go ahead, let's hook this up and see what happens. Before we get any further into the video, let's be clear that I have an auxiliary battery bank, and so I'm not telling you guys to go ahead and start plugging in power inverters to your Chevy Colorado or to your car. But yeah, I have a certain setup here, and so this is just demonstrating what I'm doing here, and I'm not trying to tell you guys how to charge your e-bikes or how to play around with electricity, nothing of the sort. So what I do have here is I have two 100 amp hour lithium battery banks, and over here, let me grab you guys. So my lithium batteries are indicating 13.28 volts, and you might think that that's kind of low, but I do have my refrigerator here hooked up. I have my cellular modem currently powered, and I'm also charging my battery backup. I'm sorry, I'm also charging my TPMS system. So there's a few things hooked up draining the battery, so that's not really a resting voltage meter. So I feel pretty confident that it'll work, but like I mentioned, I haven't tried this before. So this is what's provided to me from my bicycle manufacturer. I have a Bosch electric motor for the bicycle, so that's comparable to maybe like a Yamaha motor. And so I just need to plug this into the transformer here. And then what I'm going to do is, actually, let's do this. Let's leave that unplugged. Power on the inverter. If we find the switch. Okay, there goes the inverter. And then, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get some power going to the transformer. Okay, that's connected and going. Then, I've already tested this out, and I can get my cord in here with the first latch on this rear view, on this rearmost door here, and it should be okay to kind of latch. I mean, I can see that I can easily move the cable back and forth, so it's not pinching. It's nice and laid flat. So now what I want to do is plug this into the bicycle motor. It plugs in right here. So let's see. Yeah, I think I can get it to reach. I think it goes this way. See if it blows up. Nothing so far. And you can see here that it's indicating that it's down to 1 bar. So it's really, I mean, it's really low. I got things kind of positioned here for the duration. It's going to take a long time. And so yeah, got my I'm all locked up here. This is absolutely theft resistant. And but at any rate, hopefully it doesn't rain too hard. It's hard to see down there, but the power converter, it's kind of shielded from the rain there underneath the truck. Let's go around to the other side and let's see how much it's showing on my power inverter meter, how much draw there is. I mean, it indicated 2 amps. That's not a lot for a 2000 watt inverter, but let's go check it out. I can see there's only 1 bar indicating on the power level dealio. So I think what I need to do now is go ahead and start plugging in more stuff, because I mean that makes the most sense. So maybe I should start charging my laptop also. I think what I'll do is I'll just place my laptop here on top of the battery bank. So yeah, it should just plug right in there. I think that's the hole. Okay, yeah. All right. I don't see any smoke. Okay, yeah, don't want to let the smoke out, but I think that'll work just fine. It doesn't seem to be pulling an additional draw that's really of any significance. So the only real issue here is, well, aside from the construction that's going on behind me and making a bunch of noise, the only real issue here is that, you know, I got a modified sine wave inverter here, so that can wreak havoc on electronics and whatnot versus the pure sine wave. But anyway, well, you know, I'll see you in a few seconds, and then we'll see how things work out as far as charging out my bicycle. Yeah, so it's been almost 3 hours on the charger, and yeah, it indicates totally full, so that's awesome. I went ahead and turned off the inverter, and yeah, so I'll just unplug this here, and now my bicycle's ready to go. I'll just go ahead and turn off the bicycle. And you know what? That's kind of anticlimactic, but the deal is that, well, I've wanted to do this for a while, but I haven't had a need to. And actually, what am I trying to say? So this whole battery thing was really kick-started because I wanted a way to charge my bicycle when I was out tent camping. So I don't know, some 2 years later, I actually used my battery bank to charge the bicycle, but I'm just pretty happy about it. The other thing is that I'm indicating 13.27. I mean, it's only been moments. Like, I mean, I just now turned off the inverter. It just now started stabilizing. I still have the refrigerator going. I actually took some beer out of the cooler, out of the refrigerator, and put a bottle of juice in there, and so the juice was just room temperature, so I'm cooling that juice off. And so the refrigerator is working, and I got everything plugged in. But yeah, reading 13.27. So it doesn't seem like, I mean, I guess I could do the math. 3 hours at 36 volts and 2 amps of draw, I think is what it stated. So I'm going to do the math and figure out how much consumption there was. But I also had the laptop hooked up, and I don't know, it worked. I guess it's not a huge surprise. Like I said, pretty anticlimactic, but I mean, that's awesome for me to know. I can be out dry camping. It's really, I'm not really putting a dent on this lithium battery bank, and so that just means that I need to exploit it some more. All right, I think that's about it for this one, guys. I really appreciate you tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.